I will start the presentation by explaining why linear programming is useful in business. Linear programming is essential for optimizing resources and making efficient decisions in various fields. Understanding the formulation process is crucial as it sets the foundation for solving optimization problems effectively. Linear programming is a mathematical modeling technique in which a linear function is maximized or minimized when subjected to various constraints. It is also a solution of a linear programming problems reduced to finding the optimum value of the linear expression or objective function. In a business context, linear programming formulation is a formulation method of linear programming which involves translating real-world problems into mathematical models. However, the application of the linear programming formulation is not only restricted to the business sectors. This slide shows other careers which will use linear programming formulation too. There are business manager and analysts, operation researchers and scientists, educators and students, and also the financial analysts. All these careers might use linear programming formulation to solve their problem too. When we are talking about when or where should we use formulation method of linear programming, it is actually applicable in diverse industries such as logistics, finance, manufacturing, and many more when there is a need to allocate resources effectively. To use linear programming in the formulation method, there is 3 elements that we need to have. The first is the objective function. Objective function represent what we want to maximize or minimize. Examples of the objective function are profits and costs. Secondly, the second element is the decision variables. This is the quantities that we are trying to determine. Examples are number of products to produce or the amount of resources to allocate. Lastly, the most important element in linear programming is the constraint. It is the limitation or requirement that must be satisfied. This is represented by the equation or inequalities that define the boundaries. We can use formulation method in linear programming in 2 ways. The first way is to find the feasible region. Feasible region is the area where all constraints are simultaneously satisfied. It is also the intersection of the constraints boundary. Secondly, we can use formulation method of linear programming by optimization point. The goal is to find the optimal solution, which is the point within the feasible region that either maximize or minimize the objective function.